Democratic presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg kicked off his Texas bus tour on Saturday. Here's Bloomberg in San Antonio, the first stop on what he's calling the Get It Done Express. The former New York City mayor is skipping the early four states and is instead focusing on Super Tuesday states like California and Texas. This week, Bloomberg's campaign said that the billionaire plans to fund a campaign effort through November, even if he doesn't get the nomination. Our Tim Perry asked Bloomberg about that plan and if he'd support the nominee, even if a progressive like Bernie Sanders wins.
I was asked before, and I said, and I'll certainly stick to it, I think that the number one thing is to replace Donald Trump. And while I certainly would disagree with Bernie on an awful lot of things, if it's Donald Trump versus Bernie, I would support Bernie.
CBS News 2020 campaign reporter Tim Perry is traveling with Bloomberg. He found this report from Dallas.
Rena, former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg just wrapped his first bus tour since announcing his candidacy. He toured the state of Texas, a very crucial state for the Super Tuesday voting day. And he just touched on a bunch of different issues that are very relatable to the people here in Texas. And he was joined by daytime talk show Judge Judy. Earlier today, I rode with him on his bus, the Get It Done Express, and we talked about issues surrounding Iran, how President Donald Trump has dealt with that crisis, as well as the Ukrainian plane that was shot down. We even touched on some of his Democratic rivals, including Senator Bernie Sanders, where he said that if Senator Sanders were to win the nomination, he would come around to support him despite not agreeing with a lot of his political stances. And finally, we also spoke about the royal crisis that's happening overseas with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry announcing that they'll be vacating some of their duties in the country.
During the bus tour, Bloomberg unveiled TV star Judge Judy as one of his surrogates. Tim Perry asked her about what appeared to be a few shots at Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden in her introduction to the candidate.
I don't think we need a revolution in this country. I think it's the greatest country on earth. Everybody wants to come here. Nobody's asking for a permanent exit visa out of the United States of America. Everyone wants to come here. That doesn't sound to me like a country that needs a revolution. That doesn't mean some of its systems don't need tweaking. They need tweaking. It has to be made fairer, and the ability to realize the American dream has to be made available for more people.
Judge Judy said she endorsed Bloomberg because she doesn't, quote, see greatness in the other Democratic presidential candidates. National polling averages show Bloomberg at around 6%.